everybody, welcome to another episode of Pickups. Of course, the segment right here on the Captain Mighty Show where I take any Blu-ray, any video game, or any comic book I bought and I just show it in front of the camera and go, hey, here's the reason I still live with my parents. That's where the target money goes. And of course here we are going to show you everything I bought in the month of September, which means I'm going to show you a lot of Blu-rays, one game, and like 3 comics. It's really going to be the Blu-ray show today, the way we like it. So yeah, without further ado, let's start picking these babies up and making you go, Ash, you look at that bank statement and think about it for a sec. Think about what you're doing yourself. So it doesn't hurt to start off with one of the greatest movies of all time. Of course, I mentioned in our last episode that I'm currently going through the process of getting rid of all of these DVDs in turn of getting more Blu-rays, which means I'm rebuying everything I own on DVD on Blu-ray. And this is another addition to that prestigious collection, one of my favorite movies of all time, Saving Private Ryan. And I got the Target Steelbook. You know these Target Steelbooks, they got like the little faces on them and they go like boop boop and they got a stupid, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how you can like see the crease in there. But overall, it's still a pretty steelbook. I enjoy it. I rewatched the movie again, and Jesus Christ, this is one of the most intense and amazing movies I've ever seen in my life. It proves once again why is Spielberg your favorite director? Because he can do anything. He perfected the war movie, he perfected the dinosaur movie, the horror movie. He's done everything, he's done it perfectly. Then right after that, we got a not as good movie, but a new release, if anything, and that is, of course, Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping. Now, I saw this movie in theaters. I know I was kind of lukewarm on it, where I thought, hey, you know, I think it's really brilliant. I think it's actually really smart as a satire of current pop star culture, but I just didn't really think it was funny. So, I bought it anyway. I haven't rewatched it yet, so I know I just said that. Oh, Ash, are you going to say something afterwards? Like, oh, but now I rewatched it again. No, I own it now. It's really shiny, and I really like the cover. I'll watch it eventually. Soon enough. It has over an hour of deleted scenes, a gag reel, and more. And it plays on my mobile device, what? And following that, these next two are both 2 of my favorite movies of the year finally coming out. These next 2 actually came out on the same day. That was an expensive day for me. Starting off though, I got The Conjuring 2, which is of course still my favorite horror movie of the year. I loved this movie more than I ever thought I would have. I loved the original Conjuring. As I keep going back and back on it, I think I might like this one more just because the original Conjuring scared me, but the nun lady in this one, yeah, that one on the back of the cover, I'm gonna be honest with you, that stuck with me for a good 2 weeks. I couldn't sleep. Is that good? And I got the Blu-ray here. I've yet to rewatch it. I will say I am infuriated. A movie as good as this didn't get a slipcover, but then again, I don't know. Sometimes people die. And coming up right after that, we have one of my favorite purchases I made all of last month. This is one of those movies that you all hated me for because I gave it a B, but then I rewatched it again and I loved it, and I was like, oh, it's okay, guys, I hate me too. But I think we can all come together saying the Captain America Civil War Steelbook is the sexiest thing on the face of the planet. Look at this thing! Look at this thing, and it's like you can feel it. This is a beautiful, beautiful steelbook. Then on the back there, it's got that shot from the movie. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to steelbooks. It's gorgeous. You open it up, it's got... I like these things. I like how these are now the digital codes. And no, I'm not giving it away, but you open it up, it's got a little thing on the inside. This is probably the best steelbook I've bought all year. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. Once again, I haven't rewatched the movie yet. That's becoming a reoccurring theme in this episode, but let it be known, it's still one of my favorites of the year. I cannot wait to revisit it, especially since there's a gag reel on here I haven't seen, and if Marvel can do anything, it's a good gag reel. And coming up right after that, we have another addition to the I own this on DVD, but DVDs are for cavemen, so I need it on Blu-ray. And I got another one of my favorite movies of all time in Sin City. I love Sin City. Sin City to me is a perfect comic book movie. This is just perfect in every way. The cinematography is beautiful. The storytelling is beautiful. The action is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Even Bruce Willis is beautiful. Although I don't think there was a verdict out on that. I really like the Blu-ray except the one I bought. I tried really hard, you know, to find the best one, and then I got the one where it kind of broke off there, but you know, nonetheless, I think, you know, part of me broke off as I grew up too, so I guess we have some things in common. And coming up next, I know last month we had a lot of Batman movies. Like, we had every DC animated movie you could think of. Ash, how could you still have more to buy? I don't know, because I also bought Batman Under the Red Hood and Justice League Gods and Monsters. Now, Under the Red Hood is a movie I think we all love. I think we all can agree Under the Red Hood is awesome and it needs to be live action immediately. And by the way, Shia for Red Hood, I agree, he'd be perfect. And then you have Justice League Gods and Monsters, which is actually a movie a lot of people didn't like. I really dug it. I thought it was really cool. I liked the different aspects of it. I like how Man-Bat is Batman, and he's voiced by Dexter. That shit's cool. Also, Wonder Woman has never been that hot, and fucking Superman has never been that hot. The only one who's not hot anymore is Batman, but he's cool, so he, like, makes up for it. I dig this movie. I also dig this movie. Yay, DC animation. I hope the Caped Crusaders is just as good. Now this next one, I'm really pretty excited about because I've been waiting for this to get released from the clutches of the Disney Vault for like ever now. It's my favorite Disney movie ever, it's fucking Beauty and the Beast, and it's on Blu-ray and it's beautiful again. Look at it! Look at it, it shines, it shines! No, this is awesome. This is why I like it when Disney remakes movies. Why, Ash? Because it's like a guaranteed exit from the vault, man. Like, see, this is why Lion King isn't such a bad thing. It means we're gonna get Lion King Blu-ray soon. So, keep my word on that, but mainly this thing, like, yo, I rewatched it last night because I saw Masterminds and I needed to be reminded that good movies are good and that living is worth living. So I rewatched this again, and you know, everything I've said before, it's my favorite Disney movie. I love it. It's a tale as old as time. But most importantly, the little Blu-ray transfer you have here is fucking impeccable. It's incredible. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful. It's like seeing a different movie, but it's the movie. I really like this. And now we are on to our second and final stack of Blu-rays. Starting, of course, I don't know why I was rushing there. Starting, of course, with one of the most divisive movies of the year. Like, this is a movie, a lot of people were like, oh, you either love it or you hate it. And then there's people like me who I'm like, I don't know what to believe anymore. And that is, of course, The Neon Demon. This is Nicholas Winding Refn's latest effort, and once again, he manages to just completely weird me the fuck out, but in this case, it was actually really enjoyable. It was an enjoyable experience for me to be weirded the fuck out. For one, it's still one of the most beautiful movies of the year. It's one that sticks with you, definitely. Like, you leave this movie, you have nightmares. You're just like, wow, that was graphic. But it's a movie I'm holding off watching because I don't even know if I'm ready to jump into it again, but it's definitely one I'm going to give a rewatch before the end of the year because, yeah, this shit needs to be reevaluated stat. Now, coming up next, I got a little stack of movies here because they're all from the same franchise, and it's a way of me to say sorry for being a dick. Now, the other night, like a few weeks ago, I got very, very drunk, and I decided I was a dick and I was holding on to grudges that young Ash had, and young Ash is gone and old Ash is here, and he should say sorry to things. So I said sorry to all the people I've wronged, including Harry Potter. Yeah, I started buying the Harry Potter movies again. I know I've made it like, oh man, that wizard shit is bullshit. But then I remembered, like, I used to be like a young happy kid, and these movies were fucking magical. And they re-released these new Blu-rays, and they are so gorgeous that I couldn't help myself. I had to pick them up. I only picked up the first 4 because that was all my current pay grade was like willing to give me. Now that payday has just passed, I'm definitely going to be sure. I actually bought the other 2 yesterday, and you'll see the other 4 in the next pickups video. But nonetheless, I rewatched all these. I really dig all of them, especially Prisoner of Azkaban's the best shit ever, but man, it's good to be happy again. Oh, and guys, we got one last Blu-ray. In fact, as I may say, my favorite Blu-ray I picked up all month, but I'm gonna wait till the end of the show to show it to you because with it comes an announcement of a new thingy I'm gonna start doing, so yeah, goes there. Let the mystery sink in. And with that being said, me throwing that Blu-ray was a segue into, we're going to talk about the video games I bought this month or more. So, video game that comes with games. It's 3 games, but it's 1 game. It's the fucking BioShock collection. I had to get this. There was no way I couldn't get this. BioShock's finally on PlayStation 4, people. It is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I was so hyped for this because now, for one, BioShock's one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, and for 2, BioShock has now joined the Star Wars Club. Ash, what does that mean? It means I have now bought all 3 of these games 3 times each. And that's the same thing I did with Star Wars. I had the DVDs, then I had the Blu-rays, then I had the Steelbooks. With BioShock, I had them on Steam, then I had them on PlayStation 3. Now I have them here. And I've only been able to replay through BioShock Infinite. I know I should start with the first one, but literally the day they announced this, I had just finished replaying the first one, so I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. So I'm playing through BioShock Infinite again, because there's never a bad time, but let alone, it's still amazing. It looks more beautiful than it's ever looked before. I love this shit. I can't wait to play more. And with that, that brings me to the comic books I bought this month. And it's actually gonna go pretty fast, because I only bought 3 comic books, but I've been so swamped with like work and crying and like all the things that human beings do that I really haven't been able to read all of them. I only was able to read 1. So we'll just go through them real quick and stuff here, starting of course with this guy's going to be in a movie soon, so I figured I should get edumacated. So I bought Deathstroke the Terminator, Volume 1, Assassins. This is all that Deathstroke shit. This is going to show me how he beat the fuck out of Batman. I haven't read it yet. It's just kind of been sitting here for a month now, but look, it's really cool. It's got a little spandex. It got there. Look, it looks spoilers. Oh, don't show me. I haven't read the book yet. That's me clapping for my own incompetence. And I guess we'll just save the one I actually did read for last, because what I also bought was Red Hood: The Lost Days, because when I bought the Under the Red Hood, I rewatched it, I was like, I should learn about Red Hood. And this is the one where I think it's just really branching the gap between Death in the Family and Under the Red Hood, so I'm sure it's good. And I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure it's really good. I mean, look at that. Look at it. He looks so mad. He's like, Ash, why didn't you read the book yet? Why are you such a lazy motherfucker? I don't know, man. I need to go to lunch. Okay, enough with my laziness. I did read something this month, and oh, this is a real shocker. It was Under the Red Hood. I bought the actual comic book, and I gotta say, better than the movie. I loved this book so much, man. This is like, we need Red Hood. We need Red Hood in the DCU now, because this shit right here is amazing. I love this. I love the Red Hood. I love how they explain him. I love how he fights Batman. I love the ending. It's so dramatic. It makes you cry. So, you know, just like, I don't know, if you want me to call Shia LaBeouf, I'll do it. Let's just get him on this now. And with that, you guys, that is, of course, everything I bought in the month of September. Except for the one thing that I was going to save till the end. And guess what? It's the end. It's time to show you. Of course, my favorite Blu-ray purchase of the year was Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Collection. Look, Shout Factory decided they were going to be bros and release a fucking collection of the Bill and Ted movies, which Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, easily one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 100. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. It's very existential. I very much enjoy it. And this was a collection I needed to have, because on the one hand, it came with stickers. I got the Bogus Journey one here, like the Excellent Adventure one is on my guitar case now for eternity until I throw up on it again. But it came with that. It also came with a, oh, here it is. If I can get it. This is a really nice show. No, it came with a pick. A Wild Stallions pick, which of course, if you've seen the movie, is Bill and Ted's sick-ass band. Now, Ash, I get that this beautiful Shout Factory Blu-ray is beautiful, and it does come with 3 beautiful discs. But why did you save it till the end, Ash? And well, that's because I wanted to make a little announcement here. Because there are a lot of things you people ask me to do. You're like, Ash, kill yourself. Ash, do this, you know, you ask a lot of things. But there's one thing I get asked a lot that I've always wanted to do. That's review older movies. So, without further ado, just to end the show off on a bang, I'm going to announce a new segment called Throwback Reviews, where every Thursday, I'm going to be reviewing an older movie. Basically, anything that's not this year that I haven't reviewed. That's the only rule. It just has to be slightly old or older. That's it. And the reason I held off on this is because Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure will be the first throwback review in the new series of things. Hope you're excited. I'm excited. Be excited with me. But with that, that is of course our show. So I definitely want to hear you guys. What did you pick up this month? And are you excited for throwback reviews? That'll be starting on Thursday. I'm excited to do it. I've wanted to do it for a while. It's going to happen, guys, and it's going to be sexy. But of course, you know, do all the things. Like, comment, and subscribe. it's not subscribing, but, you know, follow me on my social medias, and I'll join into the cinephile vote. From all of us here at the Captain Midas Show, stay classy. I've recorded too many videos today. My throat hurts. Bye.